Good day, folks. Actually, I guess by the time I get this up, it'll probably be evening for most of you, or into the next day. Who knows? Sorry about that. It's a little bit later than normal. But with the holidays and everything, I've kind of really got behind on everything. I haven't really pulled up the ball and give her a spin in a bit. So I think we'll just run around and check on some of the main stuff we've been keeping an eye on, like my land bridges for sure. I want to keep updated on. I think since while we're near home here, see how bad things are getting around Vancouver Island. I'm sure any of you that know Vancouver Island used to be an island. It wasn't part of the mainland. There's couple of the narrower spots here. I keep watching to see if there's going to be a bridge appears here one day, but so far there hasn't. Because that's happened in quite a few cities that I've heard of, places where people used to take ferries. Hey, look at this. See, I wonder if there's anything here. There's a hotel designated, but quite often there isn't even anything there. Huh. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe something will come, maybe it won't there. So yeah, you see nothing's getting any better there. Our island is never going to be an island again. I think it's going to get gobbled up by the mainland. And those of you that have been following, the Queen Charlotte's used to be tiny sprinkle islands back when Vancouver Island was out in the ocean. They used to go up between the mainland. Now they're one big island. Crazy. I think these are new spots that are coming here too. And as you know too, I suspect our mainland is gonna come on out to all these ridges here and fill in. So here's our nearest land bridge, the one from Alaska to Russia. It's kind of neat thinking all these places we're gonna be able to drive. Now, unfortunately, those of you who have been around for a while know that we were attempting to get records here to record for before and afters, and that didn't pan out, so we're going to take a new approach of predicting where they're coming and get them all pinned so we can watch the land come up under where we say it will instead. Wow, some of these are pretty deep still. I got a ways to go. Yeah, you're still 300 meters. Oh, saw 100 meter there. Oh, wow, look at this. Okay, so this one here is going to expand 1 meter. 3, 4, 1, 0. Yeah, this guy here is going to grow quite a ways. This may connect kind of through here first, by the looks of it, by the elevations. Anywho, if you've been with us for a while, I'm hoping some of you will just remember from memory, like I do, that this thing, I don't know what it is, but I always got to have north at the top when I'm looking at a damn map. But yeah, this Alaska land bridge here is probably, it's at least 100% more land in there for sure. It's growing really good. Wow, look at this shelf coming out here. See, this is all gonna connect, all of this in here. I know that sounds crazy, but it really is. This line up here, this is gonna be jutting out, this fill in. All this is going to be mainland. And they'll start by sprinkling, hey, wonder if we got anything coming. So you'll run a little curve of island chains, quite likely first, and then fill in. So there's that one. And this, man, if any of you remember this one here, when we first started watching it, see these little dots? These, like this guy and this guy and this guy, that's really about the biggest there was. There was a couple that, hey, this is a new one that's connected since the last time we were here. I guarantee you. Wow, nice. See, you'll often find the case, if you catch these fresh enough, the little connectors between the islands, like you can clearly see this was its own island, and this was. And then these things shoot across, and when they first fill in, they'll usually be like this, kind of just bare and really smooth and not really looking right. This one's actually not as smooth as they come. It's had a bit of time to erode, but if you keep coming back here and checking on this guy, you'll get to see it start to erode along the edges, and trees come, and she'll look a lot more natural. But yeah, anywho, that's where I was going, was when we first started watching these, all we had was these dots, and there might have been 2 or 3 of these little, what you could tell were dots that were connected. Like down in here is where those were. There was 1, 2, I believe there's 3 of them actually. And actually one night I was checking in on it, me and the wife and her son, and we watched a couple of dots turn into a sliver right in front of us. Man, this thing is making amazing progress. Like seriously, guys, none of these long islands were here. It was all just dots. Yeah, we still got some pretty decent depth in here, so this doesn't look like it's gonna fill in any time too soon. Actually, right in here we're getting up pretty close to the 10-meter mark. You're probably gonna see, oh yeah, see, you can see it now when you come further this way. This guy's definitely going to develop into an island here as we go. I just realized I wasn't pinning these, but you know what, just to keep this video a little bit shorter, I'd rather just run around and check all our progress. But yeah, anybody who's been with us for a bit, you know how this was. In fact, the last land bridge update we did, there would have been one shorter down here, and then this guy was shorter, and this wasn't connected, and this guy was connected. This one here had one, wait, no, yeah, this, wow, yeah, the mountain range is their new one, this little guy. This is the one I was looking at. 1, 2, kind of developing a second mountain range in here that it never had originally, too. Okay, kind of waiting to see if anything's going to connect here or not. Boy, things are changing. That's for sure. You old soldiers with us that have been here a while, you know for sure what this stuff means. There's the land a-coming, we're a-going. One of the two. May not be favorable setup for these guys. Yeah, see, this is a typical thing too, you know, when you're trying to zoom in on something with Google and it won't let you, typically it gets real grainy as you go. If it's land that's coming or going, it just goes fuzzy instead of grainy. So things to look for when you're doing your own scoping. Okay, back to land bridges. Well, let's see. Get a lot of these thin bits of land that make no sense. Some of them, there's even people on them that are cut off from surrounding land. Yeah, this stuff's all going to be changing a lot in a fairly short amount of time, I'm guessing. It will so. Alright. And just look at the size of Japan. All of this is Japan from up here. This whole island, this one, this, all of this. Crazy. Okay, our next land bridge is a 1,500-mile jaunt from Japan, pretty much straight south. Whoa, wrong way. There we go. Pretty much straight south down to Guam. I can tell you right now, there's new stuff coming in here. For sure, since the last time I looked. This one's still pretty deep. They can fool you sometime. That guy's nowhere near the surface yet. But I wouldn't be surprised if some of this is freshly through since the last time. Whoa, look at the population on this bad boy. The airport. That's another, I don't know what you would call it, just an oddity, I guess. We're finding is airports come real early, like before any of the people even, and they're in the weirdest places sometimes. You know, here it kind of makes sense actually where it's sitting, just because it's probably one of the only flatter spots they had. But all in all, these, I'm sure if you get checking into it, you'll find that you could come up with a lot of islands here. See, look, this guy, is he actually here yet? Yeah. Wow. There you go. See, you could find a lot of new islands that aren't even named yet, or you'll see them coming under the water, and they are named before they're even up. But kind of typical of our appearing islands. See, if I was trying to not keep this short, I'd be checking for depth levels along here to see what's coming next. What that is. Well, some of this stuff is just actually kind of goofy, the markings. So, yeah, if you caught the New Year's address there where we discovered we're not able to collect records by doing this as I thought, we're going to try the backwards route, and I'll scoot around pinning a bunch of stuff that isn't there, but it's coming. And then we'll get our records that way as it comes. This guy's pretty deep yet. Yeah, this guy's finished. He's up. This one's going to be a pretty rugged one. Myself, I like the ones better with all the white sand and lagoons. I mean, there's sure all different flavors to suit everybody's taste. Saipan, here we are, getting close, Guam. When I first started watching this bridge, this stuff here to the south of Guam wasn't really here neither. So, ooh, we got some breaking surface, I think, finally. Or is it? No, not. Oh, wow, no, that's deep still. Holy cow. Yeah, that's going to be a while. Don't know why it's showing that clearly. Usually it doesn't do that. There's a reef. That should be 1 meter. Yeah, this puppy going to pop through pretty quick, for sure. And you'll get a dot and a dot and a dot, and then you'll get a longer island. All right. You know what? It's been so long. Hey, Charity. Hello. How you doing down here? How's the reef holding out? Helena Reef changing any more on you? I'm pretty sure you're developing some new islands to the southwest here too. Wow, in fact, this guy, I don't know if he was completely through. I think the last time we were down here, this was one of them sand rings that fill in. Interesting. Pretty good. All right. Well, we're coming up on 15 minutes. So I'm going to fly here, get to our... See, these ones are all land bridges that actually have been kind of keeping an eye on these ones. Man, are they ever filling in. See, once they get all outlined and bridged in, there's massive amounts of mainland. Like this here between Australia and Papua New Guinea. Believe it or not, all this out here is going to be your coastline around this way. This is all, looks like it's deep enough to leave an inland sea or something there maybe. This stuff here is sure on the move. Whoa, Wow. Jeez, do you guys remember last time we were here, this little island wasn't cut off by itself. This was all, it was all chewed up, kind of like this effect here going on, and in a long ways, like this, melty stuff. See this here, what it's doing? There's a 90% chance it's going to eat right through there. This will be another separate island. Man, it's just crazy. This one here too, for sure. Well on its way through. Yowzers. Well, you guys in Australia, I don't know what it is, but you sure been taking a beating down there. It's another land bridge we started watching come basically from nothing. 2 meters, 6 meters, 5, 2, yeah, she's getting close to coming through there. Ain't gonna stop there though. This little horn coming off of Australia here now, this is gonna be your new coastline here, and you're gonna connect to Guinea. Alright, what other, there's so many, jeez. Okay, the other main one I guess would be from South America to Antarctica. As you know, Antarctica is just whacked. It's growing like crazy. This little horn finger thing coming off it, this doesn't belong. It's never here. Actually, it's getting more pronounced too. This was filled in more. It came kind of like this. But it's cutting back in. It's going to fill out all the way to here though. Wow. But anyways, I think first, before it connects anywhere else, it'll connect a little chain of these islands, like the Japan bridge and the Russia-Alaska one. Boy, South America's too. Hey, before the holidays, one of the first places we did actually pin some stuff that is coming soon. I don't think any of it's popped through yet. No, not there. I don't think those have. Those were already. Okay, nothing to report for newcomers anyways. Alright. So I think I covered all my land bridges I was trying to keep an eye on. This thing's, whoa, come back here. Crazy too. This actually is going to run down as, well, this is New Zealand, what's left of it. It's just getting hammered. Whoa. But yeah, you're going to see island chains all the way along here, connecting right down to Antarctica too. Yeah, crazy. Alright folks, that'll be her for today. Did we check our Hawaii one? Yeah, look at Hawaii. Ooh. Man, lots and lots of new stuff coming in Hawaii. I pretty much guarantee you, if you checked all these islands, you'll find some of those underwater airports and towns that are coming. Hey, this one wasn't through the last time I was here. And he's still not. Only about 7 meters to go though. Getting close. Midway Islands. Wonder if that's the ones from the movies, Battle of Midway, Battle of Britain and whatever. We're waiting for some to come up this ridge here too, but so far, nothing. I don't know that we're even getting close. I haven't really scanned this ridge in a while, but I think it's got a ways to go. Ooh, this one's... Jeez, no, it's down there too. Huh. Okay, enough is enough. That's our land bridges. See, this is all going to be mainland coastline here on the shelf too. Alright folks, that's going to be a wrap for today. And I think we'll probably tomorrow start pumping out some of those raw logs, and while we get running around pinning stuff that's going to be coming. boy, sure plenty in here if we wanted to. 1 meter. 0 meters. Yeah, this bad boy is ready to pop through. Isn't that funny? This one looks clearer. Oh, there was a 1 meter and a 3. There's the 1. Yeah, these are all coming through. I really, for the last month, I've been wanting to get down into the Caribbean and over there. Wow, these guys are getting chewed up. Okay, screw it. Enough. I gotta stop. Okay. This is me signing off, folks. Have a good one.